Excuse me. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, call me the Dream Believer, because that's who I am, and welcome to Hoshizora. I would say, let's continue, or what would you say? We were there at the two ladies. So hold on, no, calm down. We're gonna continue, don't worry, let me just put the timer, hold on. I know, it's okay, I'm gonna start, okay. Okay, see you tomorrow at school then. Asuha-san. Bye bye. Later. The girl then takes off down the hill and too break into a dash in the opposite direction, aiming towards the hilltop. You've gotta be fucking kidding me. I went up at a dead end just like they'd say it. The dirt path that continues onward to the lockout is barred by a fence with a sign posted on it contained the words "No trespassing." This isn't what I remember at all. I have no recollection of this fence ever being here before, yet everything other than it lines up perfectly with how I remember it. The narrow path lying beyond the fence is the exact same path I had walked with her by my side. My memories haven't betrayed me. I did take the right path. So essentially, this could only mean one thing. This fence was erected during my time away. But why? According to what I've always been told, the lookout beyond here is supposedly one of the Hibarigazaki's sightseeing spots. Of course, it isn't anything countrywide famous, heck. You can even find people right here in this town that don't know about it. But the fact still remains, the spot offers a gorgeous, exceptional, unbroken view of Hibarigazaki's nightscape. The starlit sky I used to gaze up at together with her was nothing short of breathtaking. It was so memorable to me that whenever I would think of summer night sky, the first thing that would pop into my mind was her. That was precisely why I had the strong desire to once again gaze up at those constellations in the night sky with her right there with me. For years I've dreamed of the day when she and I would again stretch out our hands towards the Milky Way that she would label fried bread. I was sure that now our hands would reach closer to the stars. God damn it. Of all the things that had happened, the lookout had to be off limits. Are they doing construction work on it or something? Maybe they had temporarily closed it off to the public in order to do some renovation work on the place. But no, that doesn't add up. If that was the case, the sign here should say something indicating that. Yet there is no mention at all. There are only two single words plastered on that sign: no trespassing. So where does that leave me now? I put my hands on the fence and rattled it a little. The lookout where we'd made our promise is only a tiny distance ahead of me. The cornerstone of treasured memories for me were the two of us had promised we would meet again. The place where, on my eventual return, I always believed I would find her, all huffy and upset that I had made her wait so long. Though really, I can't even say for certain that she hasn't forgotten who I am after all these years. Oh, nice. Gonna have to move, Yukun. That means you're not gonna live in this town anymore? No. Why? Well, my mom's got a transfer for a job. Transfer? What's that? When you gotta switch the place you work at. Where's the new place she's gonna work at? I think it's in this real big city. Is it really far away? Like how far? Really, really far. At least that's what she says. Probably a distance as equally far as the distance that separated us from those twinkling lights in the sky that always remained infinitely out of reach. We're gonna have to say goodbye? Well, I'm not letting you. Oh, you're getting me emotional again. But that's just how it is. It's not something you can just change. Your mom's the one that's gotta go for a new job. How come you gotta go, too? Even if I don't like it, I don't got a choice. I'm just still a kid. If you think you can just weasel your way out of everything with that excuse, then you've got another thing coming, mister. Why are you making this out to be my fault? Are you really perfectly okay with this? Well, it's not like I wanna move either. Just stay here by yourself then. That's impossible. My mom said she was gonna cancel the lease agreement soon. Lease? What's that? It means the place we're living in right now isn't gonna be ours anymore once she cancels it. So that's why I gotta leave too? Well, I'm not letting you. Oh, so sweet, so sweet. Every time. But that's just how it is. There's nothing else I can do. I know, you can just make this place your new home. Huh? If you're not gonna have a home... If you're not gonna have a home no more, then just use this lookout. If you stay here, then we will be able to play together from morning till night every day. That's just plain impossible. How can you go claiming something is not impossible before you even tried? But like, where would I get food at? You're a boy. What are you gonna do if you can't even put up with a little bit of hunger? Putting up with it's not gonna keep me from starving. What about those mushrooms over there? I think they would work just fine. If I ate those, I would probably start laughing all funny or something. That's perfect. Then you will be able to stay happy through the whole day. I would lose way too many things. All you do is whine and complain. Well, what do you accept? I don't get it. You don't seem like you're sad at all. No, we'll never see each other again. Oh, don't cry. You'll have to say goodbye. It was the first time I would hear such a solemn, cheerful voice out of her. Don't cry. The girl I knew her as was always bright and cheerful, bustling with energy, with a wide smile on her face that would never dull. It was the very first time I'd gotten to see her truly downcast. I suppose there was that urge to me to say that what I did. That time I gave her my reassurance with the hopes of restoring that smile. I'll definitely come back. In a mere instant her gaze became fixated on me. We'll see each other again, I swear on it. Her big round eyes full of tears sat still on me. I'll be back. I'll come back to this town someday. So this is only gonna be temporary. Goodbye. You mean it? Yeah, with the likelihood as high as the contribution tax. She broke into tears. Don't worry, I'm sure if you just give it a few years, the consumption tax will be sitting at a nice big 200%, so everything will be just fine. Okay, then I'll pray every night. Then I'll pray every night before I go to bed for the consumed text to shoot up super quick. I could see a promising future for her as a political. So, what's this consumpting text thingy anyways? On second thought, never mind. We'll be able to meet again? Yep. Absolutely positively? Yeah. You swear upon the stars? Yeah. Upon Orihime and Hikoboshi? In the Tanabata legend, since it often rains on the 7th of July when that promised day finally came after all their waiting, all the rain caused the water level of the Milky Way to rise. That made it impossible for Orihime to cross over to the other shore where Hikoboshi was waiting for her, and thus making two unable to reunite. She could only gaze at the Milky Way surface while crying her eyes out. She broke into tears yet again. So don't worry, in the end the two of them were able to actually reunite. Really? Really? Yeah. It's a promise then. Yep, a promise. The two of us will see each other again, no matter what. Right here at this lookout, no matter what. Even when we get separated like Orihime and Hikoboshi, in the end we'll most definitely see each other again. And once we're together again, we'll get married. She's touching my heart. I answered her with a straightforward yeah. I was surprised at just suddenly bringing up the prospects of marriage, but I nonetheless nodded like it was normal. After all, how could I possibly say no to that angelic smile of her? It was when she wore that smile that I loved her the most. We'll get married and then I'll put you on a leash. That last part didn't sound very exciting, honestly. Two of us will be able to reunite, and thereafter we will be able to get married. There wasn't a shred of doubt in my mind, not any. Though I have a feeling she didn't even know exactly what marriage was to begin with. Or it might have just been like a game of a house to her. Since after all, I felt she was a lot more childish than her looks would have suggested. Oh, there! I push aside a branch that gets caught on my arm. My surroundings have grown terribly dark, my sense of direction being reduced to particularly nil. Paying that irksome fence no further heed, I slip into the woods of the hill to the side of the road, intending to circumvent this obstacle. Thereafter I advance head first through the thicket with no trail to guide my steps. After some time of doing that, I finally make it past the fence. I ascend the path that leads up to the lookout. Step by step, I trudge up this narrow, gently sloped path. Ah, of course. It is perfectly clear now that I see it. This place hasn't changed, not one bit. The route to get here has changed somewhat, but this place is the exact same as I remember it being. By the way, do you have a place like that, ladies and gentlemen? Do you have a place like that? Doesn't matter if you are with somebody or alone. Alone isn't exactly a definition for me, so I just say it like alone, okay? So, Do you have someone for your own, or a place like that? I would like to know. The strong scent of vegetation assaults me. The sound of the treetops rustles in the gentle summertime breeze. The loud, clear-cut chirping of the insects. It's as if I've been transporting back to my childhood. My memories and reality overlap with one another, which is why my next thought is that I will see her here. She'll be there, right ahead, waiting for me. Gently nostalgia presses me towards this keen belief. On the night before our moving day, she and I met up at Lookout one last time. That day was the 7th of July, Tanabata. We made a promise to each other that no matter what, we will definitely reunite here at this lookout. She kissed me on the forehead, smiling all the while, with Orihin and Hikoboshi watching from overhead. She smiled, tears streaming down her cheeks. And I returned the smile back at her. Her face just came off as sort of funny to me at the time. However, I imagine my face was probably just as funny. The corners of my mouth were twitchy, rendering me unable to muster a proper smile. There were probably tears in my eyes too. In hindsight, I believe it was at that moment that I stumbled upon a certain realization for the very first time. That I truly honestly appreciated the fact that I would met her. I loved that girl. Which is why she can only be waiting for me to come back. Welcome back, Yoko. What? Hey, her eyes are green now. Is that really she? She's waiting for me. I'll find. Oh no. Stop joking with me. I'll find her here just as promised. Although I sure waited for a while, I'll tell you that. The night sky above my head is filled with the light of the summer constellations. A starry sky that is only a few days short of Tanabata's arrival. The girl gleaming in the light from both the moon and stars as mature. Although both her statue and her childlike face are unchanged, the clothing and the object she is currently holding in her hand serve as proof that she's different. Yeah, but what is that? Her physical features are very similar to how I remember them. Already I feel like my memories have quite literally sprung to life. Her outfit, on the other hand, can only be described as eccentric. The massive skate in her hand, whose purpose remains unclear to me, is more than likely just there for appearance's sake. She has matured in a way that transcends even my wildest imagination. I'm glad I got the chance to see you again, Yuko. Even her voice perfectly matches the one of my memories. You remembered our promise? However, this reunion is all too different from the heartwarming one I envisioned. The eye drops I have in my hand fall straight to the ground. So is that really her? Is that really her? I would like to know. So is it this just an imagination from him or not? Thank you for not forgetting me after all this time.
これで私もやっと務めが果たせるわ。
Now I can finally fulfill my duty. Wish upon a shooting star. I'm currently gazing at the square-shaped snip of the sky visible through the small kitchen window, all the while taking in the savory fragrance of breakfast coming from the sizzling frying pan. The radiant sunlight shines through the window, stinging my eyes. It is a nice, beautiful day out today. Normally, as soon as early as summer rolls around, it gets unbearably hot when you're cooking like this. Hence, having something like an electric fan with you in the kitchen is absolutely indispensable. That said, Hibarigasaki isn't much like the city where I'll previously lived. For the most part of the temperature here is a considerable amount lower. The air is also clear as can be, and even though it will probably heat up once the sun has risen a bit more, it is still shaping up to be a hell of a lot more comfortable compared to the blistering heat that torment me in the city. Of course, dude. That's why I also don't like to live in city. I just like to live in a little. How does it called in English? I don't know. A little town or however. Not sure. How on the land? Yeah, on the land, something like that. Not on. You know what I mean? On land with trees and everything. You know. Where you can go out and chill, you know? Not just like in a city. You know what I'm talking about. Home at last I am, dear Hibarigazaki's. Oh, I have missed these so much that I feel overcome my emotion. Anyway, I don't have to start school immediately, so all things considered, it looks like I will be able to relax and enjoy a nice leisurely breakfast today. Sure has been a while since I last had one of those. Oh no, I overslept. But then, as if it a ruin, said good mood. My ears are assaulted by loud, heavy footsteps approaching from upstairs. Who are you? Chinami? I don't know Chinami. Sorry, Oni-chan. I'll get started on breakfast right now, so just wait. How come you've already eaten? My dear little sister. Chinami. Oh, it's his sister, okay. My dear little sister, Chinami bolts into the dining room with blazing zeal. Morning. Don't you morning me while you... Oh, excuse me. Don't you morning me while you just leisurely sip that cup of coffee, mister. I asked you a question. Why, you ask? Well, if I skip breakfast, I wouldn't have any energy for the day, that's why. That's not what I was asking about. Don't you know breakfast is my responsibility? Oh, is it? Yes. Yes, it is. Did you not see the chore assignment sheet on the fridge that has my name listed under breakfast every day? Ah, yeah, the paper on the fridge. You knew about it? The handwriting was just downright awful. I couldn't make out a single word on it. How could you? So yeah, I just shredded it up and threw it away. How could you be so cruel? Well, for starters, you're very much not morning person yourself, so there's no need to push yourself out of your comfort zone to make breakfast every day. But then, wouldn't we have anyone to make breakfast? Oh, that was a, sorry, that wasn't a question. Me? I'm making it right now. On the horror. Why the pointless dramatics? But Oni-chan, can you actually cook? You're seriously asking me that? Don't tell me you forgot all the times I helped Mom with the cooking. Someone please help, my big brother is Satan incarnate. Am I supposed to take that personally? Hey, how come these fried eggs are white? They're supposed to be white? But when I make fried eggs, they come out black. Oh boy. Oh boy. Those games are amazing. They just have a good amount of humor from my point of view. From my point of view, they have a good amount of humor, romantic, everything is just in it. Just amazing. Well, that means you burned them. The crispness is a part of a flavor though. Never set food in a kitchen for the rest of your life. But Oni-chan. Again, I gotta eat. I promised Mom in heaven I will turn over a new leaf. But I would go to sleep on time, wake up early and make breakfast every single day. The promise sure fell flat quick. Forgive me, Mom. With her hands folded and her gaze directed at the ceiling, she prays for forgiveness. Anyways, go wash your face. You can leave your hair messy for now. Just hurry up and get started on your breakfast. She holds down her messy hair with her hands, with a sullen expression making a mask in her face. You promised me you were the one that made breakfast. Yeah. Why? I demanded an explanation. I genuinely have no idea why it's such a big deal to you. So like the fried eggs, toast and the coffee too, all of it was you? Yep. You could at least let me set the table. Yeah, despite the fact that we were related, I can't for the life of me figure out why some things set her off like this. Look, go wash your face so you can eat. Or what do you wanna skip breakfast today? No, I don't. Then eat up. Okay. She sits down. I told you to go wash your face first. I already did. How's that even possible? You rushed straight to the dining room after you got up and haven't left it since. Doesn't matter, I washed it. Wonderful. She's in powder mode now. After squeezing a gallon's worth of mayonnaise onto her fried eggs, she starts eating. Should have turned out perfectly half cooked? Should have turned out perfectly half cooked. Doesn't taste good? It does. Glad to hear. That's why it makes me all more upset. That makes no sense. She must have woken up on the wrong side of the bed or something, I suppose. Beautiful. So funny. With breakfast now over, the two of us move to today's agenda, which is unpacking all of our belongings the movers delivered here yesterday and furnishing our rooms. Our first day of school is officially scheduled for the next Monday, so we have a decent amount of time in our hands. The unpacking and organizing should be done by then. I doubt it. I can achieve the next same environment here as back in the city, but at the very least, I should be able to get my room to the shape up to be to a good enough resemblance. Oni-chan, Oni-chan, Oni-chan! Push. Oh, I give her a firm chop to the forehead. Oh. You dare to hit me? Not even mom! She never hit me either. So what do you want? Yeah, you see, like this thing is, it's kinda like I was trying to carry one of the cardboard boxes to my room, but yeah, it was like super duper heavy. And then you see, I kinda like put my bag into it, and then I get this. Slow down for Chris's sake. I deliver a flick to her forehead. Hurt, hurt. I can't even feel my head anymore. I'm sure at this very moment my beautiful shiny forehead is swelling with a big red bump, all because of you. Praise the sun. No word of apology instead, and instead you revert the redness? Look, knucklehead, here's the deal. You crammed way too many things into each box, so now they're too heavy to lift. There is a mountain of cardboard boxes sitting in a corner of the living room, and each of the boxes has our names written on them, so we can distinguish whose was whose. By comparison, Chinami's cardboard boxes are all much larger than mine. Even the movers had a hard time carrying those. Those thinkers get paid for it. Like they think they had some right to complain? Unbelievable. Because of that, the bottom of one of the boxes completely gave out and your stuff spilled out all over the place. I feel sorry for those poor guys. If they had time to be all nagging like that, they should have just picked all the crap up faster. It's just ridiculous. In the end, I had to tell them to just dispose of it somewhere. Jesus. Only now do I find out about this sinister act of wickedness against me. I swear, cleaning up after your mess is a serious hazard. It wasn't figurative cleaning, it was literal cleaning up, wasn't it? Well, come on now, there's obviously no way I would seriously have your stuff thrown out. I just distributed it among my own boxes. I love you, Oni-chan! And here we're gonna save it, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna end this episode right here. This is so much fun, this is so amazing, just so enjoyable. Love this. If you like it, share it, subscribe, but don't leave anything out, and also remember, dreams come true, so what should I do? Just believe in you, and always remember, you're amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, you're amazing. Always watch some anime. Anime? Yes, watch some anime. Kaicho wa Maid-sama is amazing. Thank you very so much, ladies and gentlemen, love you all.